Cup of English podcast for Paul and Lily.
Right. I had a very eventful morning today. I woke up, made my tea, sat down, and immediately spilled it on my trousers. So I changed my trousers, made another cup of tea, and spilled that one too.
Welcome, everyone, to a Cup of English podcast. I'm Lily.
And I'm Paul, and I am currently on my third cup of tea, and I am sitting very still and not moving, and everything is fine.
He walked in today looking completely calm, but his hands were shaking slightly from the stress of the morning.
It was a challenging start, but I am here. The tea is here. We are doing this. Today we are talking about daily life in English, how to describe your everyday routine, your everyday moments, your everyday everything. Perfect for beginners. Lots of simple, natural phrases. Let's go. Right. Daily life starts in the morning. And the most important morning phrase in English, to wake up. I wake up at 7. What time do you wake up? Very simple, very essential.
And to get up. This is slightly different. To wake up means your eyes open, you stop sleeping. To get up means you actually leave the bed. These are two different moments.
Two very different moments. I wake up at 7. I get up at 7:15. Those 15 minutes are important.
What happens in those 15 minutes?
I lie there. I look at the ceiling. I think about the day. I prepare myself mentally for the challenge of being a person.
The challenge of being a person. Paul, that is so dramatic.
It is not dramatic. It is responsible. You should not just leap out of bed immediately. You need a moment.
I leap out of bed immediately. Day 1, eyes open, feet on the floor, go.
That explains a lot about your energy levels.
And that explains a lot about yours. Okay, more morning phrases. To have breakfast. I always have breakfast before work. To get ready. To prepare yourself. Shower, clothes, everything. It takes me 30 minutes to get ready. And to rush. To do something very fast because you are late. I was rushing this morning. I forgot my bag.
I never rush in the morning. I plan my time carefully so I never need to rush.
This morning, you spilled tea twice and arrived here with one shoe untied.
That was a slight planning error, an anomaly.
An anomaly? Okay, I have a morning story. There was 1 week last year, the worst week of my life for mornings, where everything went wrong every single day. Monday, I got up, got completely ready, looked great, walked to my car, and realized I had no keys. Went back inside, found keys, got in car, got to work. Realized I had come to work on my day off.
On your day off?
I had the wrong day in my head. I turned around, drove home, got back into bed. Tuesday, I woke up late, very late. I had 40 minutes to get ready and get across LA. I got ready in 15 minutes, personal record.
Impressive.
Got in the car, driving fast, feeling good. And then I looked in the mirror and realized I had done my makeup only on one side of my face.
One side?
One eye was fully done. Eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, perfect. The other eye, nothing, just a normal eye, looking confused.
One glamorous eye and one normal eye.
I didn't have time to go back. I did the other eye in the car at a red light, which is, I know, not safe. But I had no choice.
What did you do at work?
I walked in confidently like nothing was wrong, and nobody said anything. Not one person. Either they didn't notice or they were too British, too polite to mention it.
We do export our politeness to LA, apparently.
Okay, so daily life vocabulary. A routine, the regular things you do every day in the same order. My morning routine takes 1 hour. To be late, to arrive after the correct time. I was late for work this morning. And to be on time, to arrive at exactly the right time. I'm always on time, except on Tuesdays apparently.
Right, during the day. At work, at school, running errands. To run errands. To do small necessary tasks outside the house. Going to the shop. Going to the bank. Posting a letter. I need to run some errands this afternoon. Very common phrase.
And to be busy. Having a lot to do. I'm really busy today. And the opposite. To have a free moment. A short time when you have nothing to do. I finally have a free moment. I'm making coffee.
Also, to take a break. To stop working for a short time to rest. Very important. People underestimate the importance of taking breaks.
I had a colleague, lovely man, very hardworking, who never took breaks. Ever. He would sit at his desk from 9 in the morning until 6 in the evening. No lunch, no coffee break, nothing.
That sounds exhausting.
It was. And one day I said, Dave. Actually, his name was Michael, but I keep calling work people Dave.
You have a Dave problem.
I have a Dave problem. Okay, Michael. I said, Michael, when did you last take a proper break? And he thought about it for a very long time and said, I took a holiday in 2019.
A holiday. He thought break meant holiday.
He genuinely didn't understand that a break could mean 20 minutes with a coffee. I said, Michael, today at 12 o'clock, you are going outside, you are sitting in the sun, and you are doing absolutely nothing for 20 minutes. And he looked at me like I had suggested something illegal.
What happened?
He went outside. He sat in the sun. He came back 20 minutes later and said, very quietly, that was actually really nice. And he started taking breaks every day after that.
Michael discovered sunshine.
Michael discovered sunshine in his 30s. Okay, to take a lunch break. To stop work to eat lunch. I always take a lunch break at 1 o'clock. To grab a coffee. Very casual phrase. To quickly get a coffee. Let's grab a coffee before the meeting. And to catch up. To talk with someone you haven't seen for a while, sharing news. I had lunch with an old friend and we caught up.
Evenings. How to talk about what you do at the end of the day. To get home. To arrive at your house. I get home at 6. To cook dinner or to make dinner. Both correct. I cook dinner most evenings. And to relax. To rest. To do something calm and enjoyable. I like to relax in the evening.
And to wind down. We talked about this in our daily routine episode. To slowly calm yourself before bed. I wind down by reading, or watching something, or, in Paul's case, staring at the ceiling.
The ceiling is very relaxing. I have mentioned this before.
There is a crack near the window that he finds particularly soothing.
It has a very interesting shape, like a small river, very peaceful.
I have an evening story. So, I went through a phase last year where I decided I was going to cook a proper dinner every single evening. No takeout, no simple meals, a real dinner from a recipe every night.
This sounds ambitious.
Very ambitious. Day 1, pasta. Beautiful, perfect, delicious. I felt like a chef. Day 2, soup. Also wonderful. Day 3, I decided to make a Thai curry from scratch.
Oh no.
From scratch means making everything yourself, not from a packet. And I had never made Thai curry before. But I watched a video online and I thought, I can do this.
And could you?
The recipe said 1 teaspoon of chili paste. I put in 1 tablespoon. A tablespoon is 3 times bigger than a teaspoon. I did not know this at the time.
3 times the chili.
3 times! And I tasted it, and my mouth was on fire immediately. But I thought, maybe it will calm down when I add the coconut milk. So I added the coconut milk. It did not calm down.
What did you do?
I added more coconut milk. Still on fire. I added yogurt. Someone online said yogurt helps. Still on fire. I added sugar. Still on fire.
How much did you put in trying to fix it?
By the end, the pot was so full it barely fit on the stove. I had essentially made a swimming pool of slightly too spicy curry.
A swimming pool.
I called my friend Sophie from the Miami Rain story, and said, "Come over, I made curry." And she came over and took 1 bite, and her eyes went wide, and she said, "Lily, this is not food. This is a punishment."
This is a punishment.
She ate it anyway because she was hungry. We both ate it and then sat on the sofa for an hour, unable to speak because our mouths were burning.
An hour of silence.
An hour just sitting there, suffering, together. That was day 3 of my cooking phase. Day 4, I ordered takeout.
The cooking phase lasted 3 days.
3 days! And I learned a very important English word, a teaspoon. I learned it the hard way.
Okay, very useful kitchen vocabulary for everyone. A teaspoon, a small spoon, the small measurement. A tablespoon, a bigger spoon, 3 times bigger. Do not mix these up, ever.
Learn from my pain. Okay, evening phrases. To order takeout. To order food from a restaurant and eat it at home. I was too tired to cook, so I ordered takeout. To binge watch. To watch many episodes of a show in one sitting without stopping. I binge watched an entire series this weekend. And an early night. Going to bed earlier than usual. I'm having an early night tonight. I'm exhausted.
Right. Last phrases for talking about daily life in general. Same old, same old. When your day was normal, nothing special happened. Someone asks, "How was your day?" And you say, "Same old, same old." It was one of those days when everything went slightly wrong. It was just one of those days. Nothing terrible, just nothing right either.
And my favorite, at the end of the day. This means when everything is considered the most important thing. At the end of the day, I had a good life, even if the curry was terrible.
At the end of the day is a beautiful expression, because daily life, with all its spilled tea and one-sided makeup and swimming pools of spicy curry, is actually wonderful.
It really is. All these small moments, they are your life. And now you can describe them in English.
Your challenge today. Tell us in the comments about your day in English. Just a few sentences. What did you do? What went wrong? What made you smile? We read every single comment.
And subscribe to A Cup of English podcast. Free, new episodes every week. We love having you here.
Cheerio, everyone.
Bye, guys.